Welcome to another Blobby Butler live Twitch stream of F123. We are with DRS eXtreme in Monza. Short qualifying followed by the 50% distance race. And then later on, I'm off to Abu Dhabi in prospects to see if I can continue my run of scoring points in every race I've been in so far. That'll be from 10 PM. So just loading in to the qualifying then.
Ushered in a new set of regulations.
15 drivers in so far, maybe another one coming in a bit late.
2.4 litre V8 engines to 1.6 litre turbo.
As always, we'll follow whoever comes out first on their hot lap. We'll see who that is going to be.
Max Verstappen managed to finish 81% of his races on the podium in 2021. Still though, Michael Schumacher holds the record for highest percentage when in 2002, Schumacher finished on the podium in
And it is going to be Mansis, I believe. Mansis coming out then, followed by a Haas right behind, which is UJ, is it?
9 seconds into his effort.
Or Ninjas. It is Ninjas. So we will stay with Mansis. Got Mansis, Ninjas out on track, and Joker as well. Do drop us a follow and a little say hello in the chat. I will endeavour to give you all a shout out. Let us know your predictions for the race. We're just here tonight, no DRL UK stream because Smug's busy tonight, so you're going to have to stay here with me instead. If you want to watch all the action, these three are getting very close together now, and in fact Mansis is letting them go. So it's going to be Ninjas to start the first hot lap. Unless he's going to let Joker go by, he is. So we're going to go with Joker because he's going to be the first one to set a hot lap. Mansis holding back there. And Ninja's letting Joker go. So we will go with Joker. And here we go, underway on the hot lap. Through the first chicane nicely. Bit of curb there, but that's all good. Ninjas was a bit wide in behind. We'll keep an eye on him. And the onboard shot there as Joker comes through. And down the back straight towards the last corner. There's a pile up in turn 1 by the looks of it already. And there's Joker with a 120.4. Ninjas does a 122.2. Let's see what Mansis can do. He's on medium tyres, a 119.4 for Mansis. So Mansis taking the early provisional pole. Let's see who else is on the way around. That is not the Alpine I was looking for. MK5 has invalidated. Here comes Swanton. 120.1 for Swanton, just behind Joker. Syme 120.6. Dangerous Dave 119.7. So second and fifth for the Ferrari boys, who came out together there. Now let's find the other Alpine. Here he is, Slam Master J. And he goes over in 120.1 as well, which puts him fifth. Brad Mason does a 120.2. And he goes to sixth place. Here's UJ. And it's a 121.1 for UJ down in 8th. Both Haas drivers not yet getting to grips with this lap. Scornful Griffin now in the McLaren. And a bit of purple on sector 1. Round the last corner then for Scornful Griffin. Just passing someone who's on their way back to the pits, and a 120.0 puts him in 4th place. Immediately drops to 5th though, as Wavy does a 119.7. The top 3 have broken 120. I would expect MK5 will probably fancy doing the same. Neither Mercedes has set a lap yet. Ronnie's on his outlap, and also here's MK5, and he's about to start his second run after invalidating the first time. Purple sector 1 for MK5. A slow moving McLaren in front of him up at the towards the next corner. A better run this time for MK5. It's a valid one anyway. Provided he can get around the last corner here. Which he does. And sets a 119.6 and into second place. Second for the Alpine. Let's go and have a look how Ronnie's doing. Just 15 on the grid today. Few missing through holidays and things. Oh yes, Syme. I did not notice that he's changed his name, but yes, of course the TSL now being merged into DRS. And a bit wide there from Ronnie. 120.9 for Ronnie, and that puts him in 11th place. Hello to Smug in the chat. Missing you out on track today. Scornful Griffin goes second, 119.5. This is Inixia. And we'll go and have a look at his teammate. Ah, Dangerous Dave is out. Dangerous Dave is out, and that's a crash on track. Swanton has just gone on to provisional pole. Inixia sets a 120.6, which puts him in 11th place. We'll go to Jacob, as he's not set a lap yet. Dangerous Dave's car has been removed. Good work from the stewards. And he is currently 6th. So we'll see how many more can break 120 and potentially get above him. Jacob here could be one of them. Mansis retaking provisional pole at a 119.0. Excellent stuff from Mansis. Let's have a look at one of the Hasses just going across the line. That's UJ, and that's a 119.4, putting him up to 3rd. Here comes Jacob. And Jacob does a 119.4, and now he's 3rd. Just edging out. Scornful is pitting, as is... Oh, and almost a collision there. The Alfa Romeo coming into the pits a bit hot, and that was almost disastrous. Joker there. Brad has invalidated. Wavy is going quicker though. Currently in 7th, but improving on his time. Here comes Wavy then up towards the line. 119.2 for Wavy into 2nd place. And it's Red Bull 2 and 3 at the moment behind Mansis. Who else have we got? Here's MK5 who's on an invalid out lap. He's going to start a flyer now, so we'll stay with him. Bit wide there is MK5. I didn't actually see what his sector 1 time was, so we'll see when he comes up to the line here for sector 2. He's slightly up on his time. Purple sector 2. Believe I just saw that Ben Lane has joined, so hopefully he can get a lap going. And MK5 has given up on that one. He had been up. Simon's well up. Oh, he's invalidated. He was well up on his sector time there, but he has invalidated, so we'll leave him alone. Slam Master J is up by a couple of tenths. This could take him up into the top 10 and under the 120. Let's see. 119.8 and into the top 10. He goes 9th. Slam Master J in the Alpine. Bunny's Vengeance is now joined, so we could have 17 now. Ben Lane is in a McLaren and he's on an outlap, so welcome him in. We have 6 viewers live here, so do say hello, drop us a follow. Who else is on a goer? Syme, that was the invalidated lap, he's back in the pits. Inixia up slightly. Needs more though. Needs really more than half a second to improve position wise. Let's see. Up towards the sector 2 timing line. And it's 3/10 at the moment. That looked pretty smooth. And now down towards the last corner. A long sweeping right-hander. And Inixia sets a 120.3, improving time-wise, but not position-wise. Here's Ronnie, he's down on his time. Let's go to Ben Lane as he hasn't set a lap yet. Let's see then, where is Ben going to go on this list, on this leaderboard? Here he comes, and it's a 120.3, putting him in 14th place. Only 30 seconds left of the session. Some of these have got to get a move on. It's the real life version again of Monza a couple of years ago. Always welcome. A few maybe didn't make it to start their last laps there. MK5 has gone up to 5th. He sets a 119.4. Mansis once again has gone quicker. 118.9 for Mansis. The 2 Alpines are finished. Scornful is slightly down on his time. Can he improve it? He can, he's up to 3rd. An excellent last sector for him. Here comes Jacob. And he improves to 4th. Swanton is well down. Wavy is in the pits. Ben Lane is out of the session. UJ is pitting and Not going to set another time. Joker is well down and pitting. Syme, here comes Syme with a late charge and only makes it up to 11th, but does break the 120, and that only leaves Anixia, who is also pitting. So that is it. Once Swanton gets round to the pits, Mansis is on pole position ahead of Wavy, Scornful Griffin and Jacob. Then it's Swanton, MK5, UJ, Brad Mason, Dangerous Dave and Slam Master J.
Let's hope we see a good effort from McLaren here today. In recent times they've fallen to somewhat of a midfield team. The last time the constructor won a World Championship was in 1998. 2019 Chinese GP was F1 1000 official championship race. If we continue...
So there you have it, Mansis, pole position 118.9. Head of Wavy on the front row, Scornful Griffin, Jacob, Swanton, MK5, UJ, Brad, Dangerous Dave and Slam Master J. Then it's Syme, Joker, Anixia, Ben Lane, Ronnie and Ninjas. So we'll have the usual little gap now before the race starts. Give the drivers a breather and a chance to think about strategy. While they do that, as always, I will talk you through the standings. Mansis, your pole sitter, is clear in the championship. 33 points ahead of Wavy. Bunny's Vengeance, who misses out today, is in third place. And it's MK5, Syme, Dangerous Dave. But Mansis well clear. In the Pro-Am, Syme leads the way from Swanton. With Joker and Anixia, the chasing pack behind, followed by Smug and Slam Master J. The constructor sees Red Bull at the top from Aston Martin, who are both missing today, I believe. I haven't seen an Aston Martin today, so good chance for Ferrari and AlphaTauri to go ahead of them into second place in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari just 3 points behind Aston Martin as we stand. We are missing a few today, as we said. But Mansis and Wavy, the top two, look set to do battle once again. While we still wait, we have the previous winners, and Mansis is on a run of 3 in a row in this championship. He has won at Monaco, Spain and Belgium on the last 3 Thursdays, and also won at Qatar, while Bunny's Vengeance took Hungary and Wavy took the season opener at Silverstone. In the Pro-Ams, Syme is on a 2. He's on for his 3rd today. He won at Monaco and at Spain in the Pro-Am. Swanton won at Belgium. Syme won at Hungary after Naben Holland took the first 2 wins in the Pro-Am from Qatar and from Silverstone. So that brings you right up to date then. I will run you through the tyre selections on the formation lap, which I believe has been switched back on now. The glitch is fixed. The countdown will appear shortly at the top of the screen. That will bring us in to the formation lap, where I'll go through the grid and their tyre selections. We'll try to keep up to date with all the penalties. Here we go, we didn't even get a countdown. How very strange. So Mansis leads the way. And the top 5 have all selected medium tyres. Mansis, then Wavy, then Scornful Griffin's McLaren. And Jacobs Mercedes and Swanton in the Red Bull. MK5, UJ and Brad Mason have a different opinion. They are going for hard tyres. Dangerous Dave is on mediums, Slam After J on hards. Simon on mediums, Joker on hards. Elixir and Ben Lane going rogue. Soft tyres for them. And the back 3, Ronnie, Ninjas and Bunny's Vengeance. We do have an Aston Martin on the grid. Bunny's Vengeance trying to do that last to first challenge he was attempting on Monday. It ended in the wall there. But he'll be looking to... Oh, and we've had Ben Lane disqualified from the formation lap. And Ronnie, they must have had it coming together. Let's hope for no problems in terms of the actual race start, as I'll go back to the leaders. Bunny's Vengeance then will very much hope something happens to the front two to keep him in touch in the championship. Everybody parking up then. Elixir disqualified for parking. Seems that everybody's okay. And here are the lights. And away we go. Mansis off and away ahead of Wavy, who is going to try to get down the inside. Swanton is up a position early. And Mansis leads into turn 1. Swanton squeezed between 2 cars. And Swanton and Jacob and Scornful have all come to blows. And that's not ended well for them. MK5 and UJ have said thank you very much and gone through. And off at the back is Joker, and Slam Master J is out. Slam Master J is out, as you can see. Jacob is off. Swanton has been given a penalty. Sim is off at the back. Elixir has a penalty. Joker also has a penalty. And Joker's now off the road, and he's got another penalty. And there's been a chaotic start here. We do have a virtual safety car, I think, which is causing all of the problems with illegal overtakes. Look at these 4 here. Sim now has a penalty. And Swanton, Sim, Joker and Elixir have all fallen foul of penalties for illegal overtakes under the virtual safety car. Slammaster J is out of the race. And as ever, Monza turn 1 causing carnage. We are back racing again, and Ronnie has got the jump, has he, on Bunny's Vengeance. Bunny's Vengeance, who is up to 11th place. But Ronnie ahead of him now. Joker is in the pit, so must have picked up damage somewhere. We're going to go to the front as Wavy is trying to close down on Mansis. Ronnie making another place there. He's racing today, up to 9th place ahead of Swanton, and Bunny's Vengeance also passing Swanton there. We're going to stay with the leaders. Apologies to everybody else, but Wavy is looking for a way past. Ben Lane is up past Brad Mason, and Bunny's Vengeance passes Ronnie. A chaotic opening here at Monza. A one-stop race in prospect. Wavy, fastest lap of the race. He is screaming for some DRS. He might make the pass without it. Wavy up the inside into turn 1 and just nudged. Just a bit of a nudge on Mansis there. And Mansis retains the position, and somebody's off at the back. Swanton's in the pits, so he must have picked up damage. Away he goes. Mansis retains the lead from Wavy. UJ is now caught up a bit in 3rd place. Then it's MK5. Scornful Griffin catching him for 4th place. Dangerous Dave is in 6th from Ben Lane. Then it's Brad Mason, Bunny's Vengeance and Ronnie. Let's keep an eye on the Bunny because he is going to make moves. He's going to make moves and try to get up towards the podium, where his 2 title rivals currently occupy the front 2 positions. DRS now enabled. Bunny's Vengeance sets the fastest lap of the race, but Wavy has taken the lead. Wavy takes the lead. Brad Mason and Bunny's Vengeance got past Ben Lane there. And they're going 3 deep into turn 1. It's all action. I can't keep up with it all. Wavy leads Mansis. This battle between Brad, Bunny's Vengeance and Ben Lane. And a bit of a glitch there. I didn't see really what happened. Brad is in front now, or is still in front, sorry, of Bunny's Vengeance. A little bit glitchy. Look how close they are now, and Bunny's Vengeance will go past with DRS. And Ben Lane is going to try and follow. But Bunny's Vengeance up into 7th place. MK5 side by side with Scornful Griffin there. MK5 surely going to get the move down the straight here. Mansis is going to go back into the lead ahead of Wavy. As you see MK5 in the background taking 4th place from Scornful Griffin, but back into the lead is Mansis ahead of Wavy. Mansis leads Wavy once again, but not by very much at all. MK5 has passed Scornful Griffin, but again hasn't managed to pull away just yet. Bunny's Vengeance so far the big net winner. He's up 10 places from the back. But these two in front are his title rivals. At the moment, neither of these two can break away, so the DRS down the main straight is going to lead to them swapping places every lap at this rate. Let's see if that happens again this lap. Here comes Wavy with the DRS. And he will sail past into turn 1. Will he? No, he won't. He thought better of it. Scornful Griffin's back past MK5. And Bunny's Vengeance is now up to 6th. He's past Dangerous Dave. This is MK5 getting close to the back of Scornful Griffin, who just passed him into turn 1. Jacob overtook his teammate Enixia there. Wavy is closing, but not quickly enough on this occasion. Still within that magical 1 second to get the DRS assistance. And his straight line speed in that Red Bull looks incredibly good. Closing the gap on the straights to Mansis. Here he comes. DRS open again. We've got a yellow at the back, and that is Dangerous Dave, who's off, I believe. Wavy retakes the lead from Mansis. Scornful Griffin is in 3rd, and UJ has now overtaken MK5. Dangerous Dave has crawled into the pits after he must have had an accident there. And he'll drop down the order, and he's coming back out on soft tyres. So he's gambling and hoping for a safety car later on. He is down in 14th now. It does appear that whoever hosts the lobby gets no luck, because Swanton is down in 15th, and it's normally Smug. And Smug hasn't had the best of fortune this season either. And is there a Mercedes in some trouble? Saw a yellow flag. MK5 has picked up a time penalty, the first track limits penalty of the day. Wavy again passed by Mansis. This one was into the last corner. And Wavy will now have no DRS. Mansis will have the DRS to pull away. So slightly different one there. UJ still keeping up with Scornful Griffin. Excuse me. And Ben Lane is catching Brad Mason. The soft tyre showing no signs of going off just yet. Bunny's Vengeance makes another pass. He's up to 5th. Remember, he started at the back. He's past MK5, who did this at Monaco, remember. UJ closing in on Scornful. Mansis has a bit of a gap. Not quite the second that he needs to break the DRS yet. And Wavy is rapid down the straights. MK5 might have another look back. Have a look to take back the place from Bunny's Vengeance. Here comes UJ. Up the inside of Scornful Griffin, and up into 3rd place goes UJ. in behind. MK5 is not going to get anything done there on Bunny's Vengeance. And a big wobble on the exit as well. And Ben Lane remains behind Brad Mason also. Jacob catching Ninjas. And this could be a pass for Jacob, and up into 10th place goes the Mercedes. Syme still stuck in behind Enixia at the moment. And not for long, up the inside he goes. And we lose them, and there they are again. And Syme is up into 12th place. So we timed that one well for once. Wavy closing in again on Mansis. This is turning into one of those all-time epic battles between these two. Lap 10 now of 27. And Wavy is going to retake the lead. Wavy retakes the lead. Scornful Griffin retakes third from UJ. Bunny's Vengeance is still managing to keep MK5 behind. Then there's a gap to Brad Mason, who's followed by Ben Lane. Syme, his next opponent on his recovery drive is Ninjas. And he's going to breeze past him with the DRS. And up into 11th place goes Syme. Dangerous Dave sets the fastest lap of the race on those soft tyres. He is down in 14th place, but is flying at the moment. Back to Wavy versus Mansis as they're close together once again. Bunny's Vengeance and MK5 have now caught up to UJ and Scornful, so that could be a four-way battle very shortly. Mansis is having a look, but just going to wait until the straight and get the DRS. We will watch in behind as soon as you see what happens here into turn one. It's really going to be turn one. Mansis breezes through. Here's Bunny's Vengeance coming up behind UJ. Not quite this time, but four cars very close together now. And through that first couple of chicanes is a very dangerous thing for four to be so close together. It's Scornful from UJ, from Bunny's Vengeance, from MK5. Third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Dangerous Dave passes Enixia because Enixia is pitting. So that's 10 laps of soft tyres for Enixia. He's had enough of those. And we'll drop to the rear of the field. Wide there was MK5. Lost a bit of time there. Here's Wavy. Going to try and have another go with DRS and swap places with Mansis once again. Pit strategy is going to be crucial here as these two are inseparable. As you can see, Mark Wavy retakes the position. UJ is going to retake third place from Scornful Griffin, and Bunny's Vengeance is right there. UJ goes across the chicane and picks up a 5-second penalty, and he's going to give the places to Scornful and Bunny's Vengeance. So UJ dropping back to 5th there, breaking himself into turn 1. MK5 has now dropped back by a couple of seconds, so he must have made another mistake. UJ retakes Bunny's Vengeance there. That 5-second penalty might well hurt later on though. An excellent race here at Monza so far, as Mansis has another look at Wavy. Nothing to separate these two at all at the moment. Will they pit on the same lap? That will be interesting to see. Mansis with the overtake. Scornful Griffin pits. Scornful is into the pits. He's had enough of the mediums. Surely going to be hard tyres to the end for him. It is indeed. So Bunny's Vengeance right now on the rear of UJ once again. Scornful is going to rejoin in 9th place. Jacob closing in, but not quickly enough. So it's 9th place for for Scornful. Syme is into the box, and serving his penalty isn't going to help him. Bunny's Vengeance the closest now to an opponent. He's going to have another look at UJ. We'll go to the leaders because Wavy is close again with Mansis. Syme exits the pits. He's now in last place. Joker has overtaken Enixia for 14th place. And Bunny's Vengeance does get the move on UJ. But UJ's trying to fight it back. He's certainly letting him know he's there. Ben Lane pits from soft tyres. He's dragged them out well through 13 laps. And may now go mediums to the end. Indeed he does. He is going to come back out in 10th place. Maybe 11th if Ninjas is going to get there. It will be 10th place for Ben Lane. Wavy still chasing down Mansis. Enixia's retaken Joker there. And Syme also goes past Joker, but that's because Joker is in the pits for a second time. He pitted very early. So everyone starting to space out a little, apart from Bunny's Vengeance and UJ, and the front two. Mansis leads from Wavy. Never been more than a second between them. Bunny's Vengeance is 5 seconds down the road. UJ struggling now to keep up with him a little bit. Brad Mason is into the pits. Pitting from the hard tyres. A little bit of an early one for Brad. And Ronnie also in the pits. So Jacob is up to 7th. Of course hasn't pitted yet. Scornful is the one who is highest who has pitted. He is in 6th place. And Ronnie's going for softs. Ninjas pits also. Ronnie's going for soft tyres. We're going to go to Wavy and Mansis again. Be very, very interested to see who pits first, who gets an advantage. Ninjas drops down the order in the pit box. Ben Lane very close behind Brad Mason after those pit stops. I think they were about the same before. Mansis goes on. We're now past half distance. And Wavy takes the lead. Just as I went to UJ, Bunny's Vengeance and MK5 are in the pits. Let's keep an eye on Scornful Griffin and see if he's going to get these two. You see MK5 just pulling out of the pit there into the pit lane, and he's going to get both of them. Scornful Griffin with the undercut. Buddy's Vengeance is on soft tyres though. Enixia picks up a time penalty. MK5's come out behind Jacob as Brad has overtaken Ben Lane. Ben could try and fight that one back. Mancis is going to try and fight back to Wavy as MK5 overtakes Jacob. MK5 on fresh rubber, of course. Jacob yet to pit. These two in front yet to pit, and they're having their own private scrap for this win. Mancis seeking 4 in a row. And both into the pits on the same lap. Both into the pits then. UJ is in also. Let's keep an eye on Scornful Griffin. Wavy goes for soft tyres. Mancis goes for soft tyres. And where are they? Where are they? Buddy's Vengeance overtakes Scornful Griffin as they come down the pit lane. There are Wavy and Mancis. The undercut did not quite work. But Buddy's Vengeance is now within a second. UJ comes out on the mediums and he rejoins in 6th place. So the undercut working for MK5 there and Scornful Griffin. Jacob now in the pits. So it's Wavy from Mancis, from Buddy's Vengeance, all on soft tyres. Scornful Griffin in 4th place on hards. Jacob and Enixia side by side here, and a bit of contact maybe. Toto will be doing his absolute head with that, because Syme was going to say thank you very much and take both of them, I think. Syme having a look here to get past Jacob. He got past Enixia because of the little squabble the two Mercedes drivers had there. Mancis has caught up again to Wavy as Ronnie picks up a penalty. Here comes Mancis. Buddy's Vengeance sets the fastest lap of the race. But seems like he can't keep up with these two. Scornful dropping back very quickly, as is MK5. The soft tyres did look to be the play. Dangerous Dave is up into 10th place and is chasing Ronnie. He's got quite a way to go. Dangerous Dave is going to have to pit again, surely. Swanton may be similar, as Enixia gets back past Syme. Go to the leaders again. Mancis getting closer. These two, the entire race, they've been within a second of each other. And they're at it again. Buddy's Vengeance looks on in 3rd place. And the top 3 in the championship look to have the top 3 on the podium sewn up. As Scornful Griffin's dropped back. Mancis retaking the lead here from Wavy. Buddy's Vengeance needs to get within 1 second of one of these two so he can get the DRS down the straight. Because at the moment it's just keeping him at bay and stopping him joining this epic battle. Lap 19 of 27 here at Monza. Mancis leading from Wavy. Buddy's Vengeance and Scornful Griffin has dropped right back now, as has MK5 and UJ. Then it's Brad and Ben. Ronnie and Dangerous Dave running off the top 10. Jacob just set the fastest lap of the race. He is currently in 12th place. Barney's Vengeance did get within that second just briefly. And Syme retakes Onyxia. Here we go again, down the straight towards turn 1. Wavy is going to slingshot past once again, and Wavy retakes the lead of the race on lap 20. Bonnie's Vengeance, who pitted a lap earlier, still trying to get within that second, but it's going more towards a second and a half. Onyxia and Syme still doing battle at the back. Just one casualty so far. Dangerous Dave does pit for a second time. And Jacob has overtaken Swanton and up into 10th place. Dangerous Dave drops down the order behind his teammate. Marks is having a good look at the back of Wavy here. And might get a run on him. Just decides to stay behind for now, knowing the DRS is going to help. Here comes Mansis, and the AlphaTauri is going to retake the lead, even with Wavy's superior straight line speed. We've got a caution in sector 3, and I believe that might have been Brad Mason. That might have been Brad Mason having a bit of an incident. And Ben Lane will look to capitalise. Onyxia and Syme are at it again, and a nice switchback by Syme. Can the Ferrari power match the Mercedes in this one? Mansis and Wavy, I'm losing track. Who's in front, who's behind? Mansis is in front at the moment. Syme back ahead of Onyxia. MK5 has now caught Scornful Griffin. And as you can see, it's close to going by. Wavy retakes the lead from Mansis into turn 1. And MK5 takes Scornful Griffin for 4th place. Scornful might well have UJ the company soon. The hard tyre's not going too well for him. Dangerous Dave now has caught this battle between Syme and Onyxia, and he's passed Onyxia. And I think Syme might well let him go, as he's on much fresher rubber. Might not need to let him go. This might be elementary. Syme stays at the inside just to try and defend from Onyxia, but he does let, and a bit of a nudge there between Syme and Onyxia, and Onyxia had to go off, and Onyxia is off. Onyxia recovers, but certainly contact there between Syme and Onyxia. We'll go back to the leaders once again, because they're side by side once again, and Mansis once again makes the pass. Scornful Griffin making the pass on TMK. He's not done with yet. And Ben Lane trying to get close enough to make a move on Brad Mason. Some great battles throughout the field here. And we're flying through. MK5 has retaken Scornful. UJ is now right in behind this battle. The podium looks gone for those three, but they'll battle for fourth. Wavy again down the straight. Bunny's Vengeance can make no impact. 2 seconds behind. Here comes Wavy with DRS once again and passes Mansis for the lead. Ninjas picks up a time penalty. He's currently running 15th. MK5 back into 4th place ahead of Scornful with UJ right there. And into 7th place goes Ben Lane ahead of Brad Mason. Good move for Ben up into 7th. The bunny can't get close enough to these two, but from the back to 3rd is still pretty impressive. Mance is still hunting down this 4th race win in a row. Wavy, his nearest rival in the championship, trying his best to get with him and get past and keep him behind. It's going to be difficult though, because Mansis retakes the lead. Brad Mason picked up a penalty. Joker's in the pits, and he might be calling it a day, or maybe pitting for a fastest lap attempt. And Brad Mason retakes Ben Lane. Enixia picks up a penalty. They're coming thick and fast now. Let's have a look at them as you watch UJ try to close in on Scornful Griffin. Mansis is back in the lead. The penalties then: 6 for Enixia, 5 for Swanton, 3 for MK5, Brad Mason and Ninja. And Ronnie. UJ putting the pressure on here in the final 3 laps. The leaders cross the line to start the penultimate lap, and Wavy is going to slingshot past again with DRS, and Wavy leads again from Mansis. Bunny's Vengeance is third. UJ does get the move on Scornful Griffin, whose tyre strategy has led him down a little bit here. Dangerous Dave now picks up a penalty. Wavy leads Mansis. Bunny's Vengeance the 2.5 back. MK5 is in 4th but does have a penalty. Then it's UJ and Scornful, who will just be looking to stay within that 3-second margin of the Alpine. Dangerous Dave overtakes Swanton, Swanton's really going for it. 23 lap old tyres for Swanton. Alternative strategy at its best. Here comes Mansis once again as they come down into the final corner to start the last lap of the race. when they cross the line. But who's going to win? They're side by side here. Mansis is back in front. Mansis then leads us into the final lap. Wavy is in second. Then it's Bunny's Vengeance. MK5 is being passed by Scornful Griffin. Round the outside, bit of a bump. Bit of a bump, and Scornful and UJ, and look at Brad Mason getting involved as well. Brad Mason, Ben Lane and Scornful all getting involved there. Jacob passes Ronnie up into 9th place. Brad is going to go past Ben once again. They are scrapping away. Wavy has actually fallen off a bit, but Bunny's Vengeance picks a time penalty up, so that's going to do him no favours. Mansis has held off the challenge and is going to make it 4 wins in a row here in DRS eXtreme. UJ picks up a time penalty. That will help MK5 and Scornful. But Mansis wins from Wavy in second. Bunny's Vengeance waxing in the wall in frustration in third. MK5 will come home in 4th place, but will be overtaken on penalties, I believe, by Scornful Griffin. Indeed he is. MK5 in 5th, UJ in 6th. Brad Mason will come home 7th, but be taken on penalty by Ben Lane. So Ben Lane takes 7th, Brad Mason in 8th. Then it is Jacob. And Jacob whacks it in the wall for a bit of fun, as does Ronnie, as they finish 9th and 10th. Dangerous Dave, he's going to do it as well. Swanton isn't going to, because he's one of the sensible ones. 25 laps for Swanton, but Shine takes him on penalties, which could be hugely important in the Pro-Am race. Inixiat finishes in 14th, Ninjas will finish in 15th, and Joker was 16th. Driver of the day, Bunny's Vengeance, last to 3rd. But Mansis will extend the championship lead with a 5th win out of 7 and a 4th win in a row. It's Mansis for Alpha Tauri. From Wavy and Bunny's Vengeance, the top 3, a class of their own here in DRS eXtreme. So there you have it. Mansis wins from Wavy, 1 and 2 throughout. Bunny's Vengeance last to 3rd. Then it was Scornful Griffin in 4th for McLaren, taking advantage of penalties for MK5 and UJ, who finished 5th and 6th. Then it was Ben Lane in 7th, Brad Mason in 8th. Again, Ben getting the penalty advantage over Brad. Jacob, who got the fastest lap of the race, finished 9th, and Ronnie finished in 10th place. Then it was Dangerous Dave and Syme just outside the top 10 for Ferrari. Syme taking over Swanton's place on the line with penalties. Enixia was 14th, Ninja's 15th, Joker was 16th for a lap down, and Slam Master J DNF'd on the first lap. That is it from me and from DRS this week. We will be back on Monday with the DRS regular season from 8 PM. Thursday, DRS eXtreme from 8 PM. And then, of course, Monday night, 10 PM, it's Blobby and Baker's Monday nights, where we've actually filled up all the seats now. And, of course, tonight, off to Abu Dhabi in about 45 minutes time. Off to Abu Dhabi. See you there. Thanks for watching.